this before, but
So it
I'm
goes on
not
the
scared.
left hand.
I'm a left-handed person. Anyway.
Like, in which case, if it was your own glove, you'd have a right hand.
Yeah.
If you sit the bird on the hand you use the least.
Okay.
But as a right-handed person, all my
So what do I
birds,
hold?
you just hold him. So he's going to sit on your glove, and then you just clench your fist around what we call the jesses,
Yeah,
and
that's
that
good.
just
Oh,
keeps
you're
him
a
nice
beauty,
and
aren't
safe.
you? Wow. I'm just going to take him to the
Yeah, go
camera.
on. I'll walk with you.
Oh, come on, don't. Can I just take a still?
Yeah.
I've had my video fun, yeah? Okay.
Oh, we can do lots of video fun in a minute. That's not a problem. Yeah. They're certainly used to cameras. We've had to get used to those.
Father's far more adventurous than you lot.
I love it.
It's also known as the black-chested eagle. It is also known as the grey buzzard eagle. But where they come from, the most common name for them is the stinky bird. Stinky bird? Yeah, they eat skunks.
Oh, they eat skunks.
Just hoping that everybody's doing it.
Skunks.
Yeah, it's an added version of what they want in the wild. Yeah? So, what size egg would she come out of?
3.
Oh, we're going to poo. I humbly apologise about this in advance. I'll clean it up in a minute.
It's all right.
I have got baby
I won't take it as a comment on our church. It's just...
I come with baby wipes, I'll do it in a minute. It's something else in the wild. So it's eat, sleep, poo, grow. And you can watch them overnight change. Yeah? So the growth rate is immense. Unlike us, 18 years and some of you still got a little bit more growing to do. Yeah? However, it is immense. Let's see if I can get her to open her wings. Where are we? If I go that way.
Eat, sleep, poo, grow. It sounds good.
Now, if you listen to the name I actually gave her, she's a Chilean blue buzzard eagle. I'm not allowed to have this. Out of all the birds in the world. Okay, so let's do it in sort of sized eggs that we know. Which come out of a size of a quail's egg? Quail's egg. How about, we can then go up to a goose egg. Has anybody ever seen a goose egg? Ostrich egg? What size egg do you think she would have come out of? Something similar. Okay, chicken's egg. Believe it or not, yeah, just a bit bigger than a chicken's egg. Okay, a large chicken egg bordering goose egg. Okay, so she was about yay big when she was first hatched.
What? Remind me what?
She's a Chilean blue eagle.
A Chilean blue eagle. Gosh.
How quickly do you think it would be before she became fully grown?
4 months.
4 months? So you're saying like 16 weeks old. Okay? Anybody else want to have a guess?
10.
Yeah, about 10 weeks old. So she'd have gone from about that big to that in less than 12 weeks. I picked her up at 12 weeks old and she was fully grown, fully feathered, ready to fly. Anybody know why they grow so quickly?
They want to escape.
Well, no, they become dinner for something else. If they don't grow quickly, they will become dinner. World, if you go to her genetics, she's actually a buzzard. So the buzzards are the ones we see going round and round in circles in our country. She's double the size of our buzzards that we get in this country. Can you imagine that flying around outside normally in our normal everyday life? But because she is so big, they actually now classify her as an eagle. Yeah? So she's pretty immense. And she weighs just at the moment just over 2 kilos, 2 bags of sugar.
Wow.
So a lot different in weight to the last one. But she's beautiful, isn't she? Absolutely gorgeous. Am I allowed to do favourites?
She's your favourite.
So we thought by that. It's never that you want to worry about.
What's that?
It's the other end. These feet. I can see if I can.
Bring them down a bit. Yeah.
In particular,
Oh, the feet. I see. Yeah.
that big fat black one. There's
Yeah.
a little bit of feather there.
Is that from lunch?
No, that's hers. She's dropping old feathers. So once a year, they drop old feathers and grow new ones. And it goes on how many daylight hours we have and how warm it is. So she's dropping feathers like there's no tomorrow at the moment. So hence why she's nice and fat. So when Shelley's came in and said, we're not flying them, hands up, over lockdown, you weren't going to school. I mean, you ate too much. Didn't exercise enough. Yeah, it's called COVID weight, isn't it? All round the middle. Yes. Hope's on COVID weight at the moment. She hasn't quite got the memo that the diet started about 4 weeks ago. So if I did fly her today, I'd let her go. She'd probably go and sit in one of those lovely rafters up there, and she'd probably be up there for about 4 to 5 days.
She'd be very welcome.
You'd have to clean the mess up, because what goes in one end comes out the other, as we've already just seen on
Yes,
the floor.
yeah.
Next one, what type of owl is she?
She's a beauty.
She is beautiful. Yes, young man. Okay, what colour's a normal barn owl though? Aren't they white? Barn owls are normally white, aren't they? Snowy owls are white as well. They're not, sorry? She's not a tawny owl. Okay, this young man says snowy owl. If she was a snowy owl, she would be white, but she would be about this big. Okay? I'm teasing you. You are right, she is a barn owl. But barn owls are normally white and brown. So why is she the wrong colour? Sorry, say it a bit louder, darling.
Is she albino?
Okay, albinos go totally white and they have pink eyes. That's not white. But you are on the right lines. Well done. So Oreo, it's a bit of a cruel thing to say, but she is a freak of nature. Okay, so we have 3 genetic morphs. So we've had an albino, they go totally white, they lose all their colour and they have pink eyes. There is another 2 genetic morphs. One would be leucistic, where they go totally white, but whatever their normal colour eye is, they would keep their normal colour eye. Oreo is the opposite to being leucistic. She has too much pigmentation. She is melanistic.
Like a black leopard.
Absolutely. If she was in the wild, she would be 1 in 10 million. There are a lot more in captivity. You would very probably, wouldn't, like the black leopard, you wouldn't see them in the wild because they are so rare. Yeah? But in captivity, mum and dad are the same colour. I'm not going to go into genetics with you. I think you get what I mean. Because mum and dad are the same colour,
You can
therefore
breed
we've
them.
got breeding ones and they come in much the same.
Does that
Yeah.
make them very valuable because they're rare, like some dogs? or cat
Absolutely,
breeds?
absolutely. So a normal, I'm going to say what they normally cost, kids, but this does not mean you can have one. A normal barn owl you can buy for about £100. No, he sat at the back going, yes. Okay, no, they're not pets. Okay, it's not Harry Potter. I had to pay £500 for this young lady.
Wow.
It gives you an idea, and that was 10 years ago. She's 10 years old this year. So it gives you an idea of how rare they are. There are a lot more nowadays in captivity than there used to be, but when I had her 10 years ago, she was exceptionally rare. At the moment, I have 25 birds. It's a lot of mouths to feed when you don't have any income coming in for a year and a half. We've managed. We're still here, aren't we?
Oh.
She's beautiful. Let me finish talking about this young lady. So the last thing we decided is what size egg would she have come out of? No, she's not actually. It's quite tiny. So normal barn owls would have come out of an egg about the size of a 50p piece. And she was fully grown in 6 weeks. Fully feathered, flying, fledging the nest at about 12 weeks old. So the growth rate is immense. Absolutely immense. She's beautiful though, isn't she? Absolutely. She's just a normal barn owl. She just decided that she wanted to be different. Do you blame her? Absolutely. It's good to be different. I'll give you a clue. She has something in her hearing every gentleman has, and women don't. Selective hearing. The ability to switch off the whole world and concentrate on one noise. Or owls have the attention span of a gnat. We're all taught they're wise and clever. And we're taught that they make what noise? Twit, twoo. Okay, let's see if I can get her to make a noise. She may not.
That's like a baby cry.
On cue, I'm loving it. I've trained her so well. Is that a twit to woo? No. Okay, there are over 270 different types of owl in this world. I have an owl at home that meows like a cat. I have one that says no, or one that goes yeah. Tawny owls are the only owl in the world that go twit to woo. Now, it depends on the time of the year as to how many owls make that noise. So a good way of remembering this one, kids. At the beginning of the year, they are looking for a partner. You get what I mean? And at that stage, it's 2 owls. They're using it as a way of attracting a mate. So the way we remember it is that the female calls for her twit. And boop, and the males go, woo, hold your breath, that will stink. On a scale of 1 to 10, owl poo comes in at about 15. That absolutely stinks right now. Thank goodness we haven't got smelly vision.
There's no such thing as smelly
No
vision
such
yet.
thing as smelly vision right now. Oh, she stinks, fair play.
She
Okay,
probably had a very good curry last night.
bit of moussaka.
Yeah. Moussaka.
Moussaka. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much indeed. It's good night from them, and it's good night from me, as somebody famous once said.
Yes, it is.